President. I do want to make a brief contribution, and it is a very, very important motion because honourable members in their contributions are correct. The advantages of free and open trade, are almost undisputed in the economics profession. I say almost because there are certain circumstances in which, and presumably if there's any sort of economic rationale to the Trump edicts on tariffs, it's because you can theoretically build up your domestic industry by protectionism in the first instance in the event that they become competitive. But I think what you've got in terms of the United States is a very well-developed economy who's gone through all the various phases from agrarianism to industrialisation to the modern information age. And as our colleague, the Honourable Chris Rath, pointed out, if you don't have a comparative advantage in something, you shouldn't artificially protect it with tariffs, because all you're doing is putting up the cost of the goods and services that you're trying to export at the expense of competitiveness. And what we saw that lead to in the interwar period, of course, between 1918 and 1939, was a massive trade war, which you're currently seeing play out, albeit on a much smaller scale now, but it could conceivably descend into that. And then what you had was trade tariff retaliations, countries looking inward, resources becoming more scarce, and global output dropping dramatically, which eventually led to the calamity we had in the Second World War. So it is a silly policy. It doesn't work. Economic output drops, unemployment rises, and it should be opposed. And if the United States wants to go down this path for what will hopefully be a brief interlude with protectionism again, well, good luck to them. It's their right to do that, and that's what Trump's doing. But we should definitely not retaliate, and hopefully, unfortunately for the American people, when they do experience that loss of competitiveness and unemployment rises, and we get a new administration in 3 3/4 years, then they'll revert back to the open trading nation they were, and the world can get on with it. It is very worrying because that nation accounts for some, I think, 20 to 25% of world GDP. So they're going to have a significant effect, but the essence of the motion, which is that all leaders should get together and unite, which to their credit the Liberal Party are doing, and be vocal about Australia's sovereignty and stand up to what is indeed a bully boy tactic and won't work.